We could survive that. We could survive that. We could survive it.
Hello and welcome to We Could Survive That, your survival guide to the movies. My name is Jack and today I'm joined by a man who once went rogue on MI6. It's Chris.
Hello everybody. The rogue moment, as Jack put it, only lasted for roughly half an hour. Then they threatened to deduct pay.
Is it you only went rogue because they didn't have the coffee that you liked in the vending machines?
That's pretty much it, yeah. So I was like, I'm going to do this myself. I suited and booted. I was going to go down to a coffee shop that was down the road. It was a Costa's. I planned to assassinate everybody and take all the coffee.
That's a bit extreme.
No, I need my coffee.
Did Q just fix the vending machine? Made it all better.
Nah,
or did Q make you a cup of coffee?
Nah, it turns out I was using the wrong machine.
What machine were you using? You weren't using a tampon machine, were you?
No, I was in the toilet, so I had a condom machine. I was trying to get coffee out.
This isn't coffee. I can't drink this.
It doesn't even taste like coffee.
No, it's chewy. Right, away from condoms, we are going to be talking about George Lazenby's one and only outing as James Bond. He was in the 1969 On Her Majesty Secret Service.
Best Bond filmed to date.
It's universally hated by pretty much everyone. But going back and watching it, there are good elements to it.
Yeah, go on.
Just like the story is fine. I like the element of Bond getting married. And Blofeld's always an entertaining villain, no matter who he's played by.
Yes, that's true. He is always the big bad guy that everybody loves to see.
He's got the best bases as well. Volcanoes and
bases.
Bases. Do you know where he evil
bases.
lairs?
Yeah, lair sounds better.
Yeah,
than bases.
Bases. Not like bass drums or bass guitar.
What's his new bass in SPECTER?
I imagine... No, I don't think he can move back into the volcano, can he?
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I don't think we're going to see anything like that in the Daniel Craig films or whoever takes over from him next as Bond.
No more giant... Because that's usually how it went down, isn't it? Bond would mess about for a little bit, he'd get captured, and then he'd blow up the
he blows
evil
up the
dude
base.
to layer, wouldn't he?
Which is what I always liked. I want gadgets back! Give me more gadgets! That's the one thing I do not like about the Daniel Craig Bond films. There's no good gadgets, no exploding pens, no laser watches, nothing like that. Why?
Okay. Point your anger at George Lazenby's Bond.
I can't. The film is amazing.
It's not
It's
amazing.
my favourite Bond film. It's brilliant.
Oh.
I've not seen it in about 5 years, so I can't actually remember what happens in it.
Do you want me to refresh you and the lovely listeners?
Yeah, you want to give
us the storyline?
A quick run through?
Okay, so Bond is after Blofeld, and in order to get the information that he needs to track down Blofeld, he makes a deal with Draco, who is like an underground criminal person who has dealings with Spectre sometimes. Draco says, alright, I'll give you this information if you marry my daughter Tracy, because she's a bit of a loose cannon. Bond agrees to this, but Tracy goes rogue and makes her dad tell Bond what he needs to know, which leads Bond to this place in I think it's the Alps. It's a really snowy mountain somewhere.
Yeah, Alps will do fine for that then.
We'll say the Alps, which is where Blofeld has made his new base, his new lair or whatever. So yeah, the thing I find really weird is that both Bond and Blofeld have changed they've changed actors basically since the last film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Bond and Blofeld, I mean Blofeld changes his face a few times, and that's noted on in Diamonds Are Forever because he makes clones of himself or copies. But they come face to face, and neither of them tag on that it's the other one.
Yes, and I know where you're going with this.
No.
You like the theory that Bond is played by several different people, not just actors, but he's actually in the Bond films. There's several different people who just adopt the name James Bond. And
I like.
Yeah, well,
but no, that fits here because neither of them. I mean, they might clock on in their minds that it's him. I won't say anything. But Blofeld should go, holy shit, that's Bond. He's here. He blew up my volcano base. He's going to blow up my ski resort.
He's just playing it cool, isn't he? He's clocked on. He's like, oh, it's Bond. He's like, it's all right. Element of surprise. He's a criminal mastermind.
I'll pretend I don't recognise him. And hopefully he doesn't recognise me. Because he's got rid of the scar on his face. And the cat. I don't think the cat appears in this one. It might do. It's been a while.
Is the cat coming back in Spectre?
Hopefully.
I've not seen anything of the cat on there.
I'd like the cat to come back. I think people would be disappointed if the cat wasn't there.
Yes, I suppose so. Was it a white cat?
Yeah, it was a white cat.
It's always a white cat, isn't it?
No, yeah, they might.
You ever get one with a ginger cat?
A tabby cat.
Yeah, just like, or one of those hairless like Egyptian cats.
Well, I think no.
What happens?
Austin Powers. Yeah, I think that's if they leave the cat out, that will be why Austin Powers, because that takes the piss out of Blofeld, doesn't it?
Yes.
It was Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fun. All right. Shall we talk about the death that happened in this?
Oh, yes. Please do.
Okay, right. So the first death, it's about 40 minutes. Well, no, it's almost an hour and 20 minutes into the film.
Hour and 20 minutes with no death.
It's a long time.
That's, for a Bond film, that is very long.
I know. I was surprised. Because there's a fight scene on a beach, but they don't die because they're Draco's henchmen and they're trying to get Bond. So Bond... Well, no, they're trying to get Tracy, but Bond interferes, but they don't die. But they're beaten up pretty bad. A boat's dropped on one of them. So.
How does that not kill you?
No, it's like the underside of the boat. So he's well, no, the bit where you're sitting of the boat. So he's not squashed.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Still,
he's just cradled in
how
it.
does that
like a turtle?
Cause some serious damage at least.
Yeah, but he's fine. He lives.
How do you know? Does he not die in hospital later?
No, because he comes back.
Oh,
he comes back and attacks Bond in a hotel room.
Oh my days! All right.
So yeah, we're about an hour and 20 minutes into the film, and Bond is enjoying a game of curls, ice curling.
Where they throw the thing and they go along like the brooms?
Yeah, they're playing that.
Yeah,
and this British agent who has been sent to check on Bond is captured by Blofeld's security, and the agent is going, oh, why am I not allowed up here? He's playing, or he's undercover as like a tourist type guy. So he gets taken away, and Blofeld says to Bond, who's pretending to be this genealogist guy, we'll just give him a slap on the wrist and he can go back down and ski. But then when Blofeld finally confronts Bond and goes, you're James Bond, you're a nasty man, he walks him past this window where the British agent has been strung up and has basically been left out on the Alps to freeze to death overnight.
Brutal.
I know, that is quite
What's
sick.
he strung up by? Is he like his hands or...
He's like strung up so it looks like he's just got tangled in some climbing rope. So I think it's his leg that
to make it look like
tangled up. Yeah.
Not suicide, accidental death.
Yeah,
basically. Oh, that's brutal.
What I think happened is to make it look like and to make sure that he doesn't untie himself, I reckon that they knock him out so it looks like he's been swinging and he's hit his head on the rocks. So that way he's knocked out,
yeah.
And then he can't untie himself, and then he's just frozen.
Freezes to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine that's what the guards would do.
See, as soon as you were saying that, I was thinking of a way to survive it, but it requires me to be conscious.
Okay, well, assume that Blofeld's guards aren't very smart, which they're not really.
They're not, no. And then, okay, I'm conscious in this instance. It's quite simple, really. You need warmth. If you can't untie yourself straight away.
You're going to say pee, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
You're going to say pee on yourself.
Yes, because it does provide warmth. It'd be nice
for a
and warm.
limited time, but it's water, so it'll freeze.
It's better than nothing to begin with. You hold it in for as long as possible until you think, right, I need a quick warm. You know, maybe if you get a hand loose and it's like, but your hand's too cold to, under the ropes, you're like, my hand, what's this? Urinates all over it. And then you're like, oh, no, I can untie the rest. And then I'd swing the rope.
Urinate on your hand so it's warmer, so you can
untie the knots and stuff. And then what you do is using my superior skills anyway, with my body weight, I then start to swing the rope to the point where I can swing it right up to the top and I land on top of the cliff, unclip it, kill everybody.
He's like midway down the cliff.
Do Bond's job. Yeah, it's a long rope, that's alright. Or if I've got climbing equipment on me, can I just use that to climb back up?
I imagine that they'd have thrown the climbing equipment down to the bottom. So like your pickaxe and stuff, your climbing axes.
Alright then, well in that case then, when Blofeld takes Bond round, he'd be like, look at this. And Bond would look at me, I'd be like, yeah, hi James, I'm still alive here. Well,
you do a jump scare, just go, help me Bond. Just banging on the window if you could reach it.
So I'm by a window?
Yeah, but the cliff is, imagine, to the right, and the window slightly to the left. So I think it would be out of reach. I mean, you might be able to reach it if
you swing yourself into the window, you smash through it using the glass to cut the rope. Then you go and you do some, you do some Bond
sneaking
about, and you sabotage. You get in there, you do Bond's job properly, and just kill Blofeld and have it done with.
Yeah, he knows he's Blofeld. They know Blofeld's there. Blofeld's a bold guy. Shoot all the bold people in that facility.
There's probably a good chance of, what's the word?
Oh no, some of them do wear hats because it's quite cold up there.
Oh, well, there you go then. So that's a bad method.
MI6 is foiled by hats.
Yeah, that makes sense. What would you do in this situation?
Not get captured in the first place. Be more sneaky when climbing up to the facility. Yeah. Be sneakier. Or maybe,
I like my way
if
better.
you're just trying to check on Bond, you
Give
don't
him a
get
call.
too close.
Just give him a phone call.
Yeah, give him a call. Pretend that you're from the genealogy lab or whatever that Bond is undercover as. Or go on a opposite mountain with some binoculars and just see he's alive.
Or pretend you're from a call centre.
What, selling PPI?
Yeah.
Would like to talk
Hello, Mr. Bond.
Yeah. Well, no, don't say it's Mr. Bond.
Oh, bollocks. Did I blow your... I
mean,
me.
whatever he's undercover as, yeah. Yeah, can I talk to him?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Death number 2, then.
Okay, I should also point out that Blofeld then, instead of killing Bond, once he finds out Bond is Bond, he then locks him in a cable cart room with all the cables and cogs, and there's a hole in the room where the cable goes out from, and Bond escapes.
Why would you do that?
Just kill him!
Exactly. Okay, there must be a film. If not, somebody should make this film where they just have different situations like this. Like it'd be a mixture of spy, horror, survival, etc. Where all the obvious things that they never do in the film, so they keep it going, are done in this. So things like that.
So just shooting Bond rather than putting him
the bad guy captures the good guy rather than explain his plans and then doing like a slow death. Just shoots him straight out, or like the horror film where somebody will actually remember their mobile phone, for example.
And there's signal.
And
they call the police, and the police
and the
arrest
police actually
the
turn
ghost.
up and arrest them.
That would be nice to reflect the real world.
Yeah, it would be a great film. I think it would bomb at the box office probably, but
yeah, it would
be.
It wouldn't be a very long film, but yeah. Just why Blofeld? Why?
I think you're taught in villain school to always keep your people locked up and give them the opportunity to escape.
No, just murder him. He blew up your volcano base, and that volcano base was a lot sweeter than his mountain base.
What did he have planned? He must have planned something with Bond to keep him in there. I need you to stay in there for a bit before we do something else.
Not really.
Then why the fuck was he in there?
I don't know, because Blofeld's plan was to basically wipe out livestock if he doesn't get a ransom. So he'd release a virus that would kill all the chickens or kill all the cows in the world. Bond is just an irritant. He's just there. There's no reason for him to be there. I mean, like in Goldfinger, 007 saves himself by going, if you kill me now, Goldfinger, then 008 will come and he knows everything I do and he'll have a head start and he'll be able to stop you. And Goldfinger couldn't take that chance, so he kept Bond alive so Bond could keep giving the MI6 updates so they wouldn't send 008 after him as well. But there's no need for that. Blofeld's like a day away from completing his plan, and Bond's rogue anyway.
Here's what I don't get. These big bad guys all do this for the money, yeah?
Yeah.
They get big ransoms. Hang on, you've got enough money to build a base in a volcano.
He stole. Oh no. Okay.
Or you've got enough money to, pay
Because
all these henchmen and build an entire evil lair. You're loaded already.
Why
do
do you
you
need
use
more
this
money?
money and buy a house and just settle down? Why do you need more?
Maybe it's tax reasons.
Oh my!
You don't get taxed on ransoms.
No.
So-
Oh, really? That's good to know.
All right. Yeah, that's a little nitpick. But we're big fans of Blofeld, even if your plans do suck. All right. So Bond escapes from the easily escapable cable cart room, and he grabs a pair of skis and skis down this mountain, chased by Blofeld's goons. Bond goes over a ski jump or a hill or something, loses control, falls off the edge of this cliff, but he manages to save himself and pull himself up from this sudden cliff that appears.
Naturally.
Yeah. A henchman follows him, loses control, and goes flying off the edge. So he does what Bond does, but isn't able to save himself, basically. So he goes flying off the edge. Then Bond gets into a fight with one of the thugs. Bond chokes him with one of the ski legs. So that chokes him, and he's trying to fight him. And then this guy gets back up, tries to throw Bond off, but then Bond
Wait, who gets back up?
The henchman, because Bond's trying to keep him quiet as other henchmen ski past.
Right.
So he
okay.
chokes him for a bit, then lets the people, the other henchmen go, and then this guy gets back up and then tries to throw Bond off the edge of the cliff, but he himself gets thrown over. So, call for help if they're not that far away, because they literally ski past him and where he and Bond are, but they're sort of covered by like a hill and some trees. So if he'd just shouted...
Yeah, but if Bond's choking you, how are you going to shout?
He chokes for a bit and then he stops because he's like passed out.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and then he gets back up again. So shout.
But the others have already gone past at this point, though. They're long gone.
He could still shout. He remains very quiet throughout this whole thing.
Right. First off, let's look at the guy that went over the edge.
Yeah. Better skier?
No, you grab hold of Bond as you go over. You will die, but you can take him Bond with you, but you can use his body to cushion your blow.
I think he like jumps over Bond.
Well,
over
don't
his
be
head.
a tit then and try and show off, right? Slow down, observe where you're going, apply the brakes a bit.
I don't think skis have brakes.
Skis should have brakes.
For safety reasons.
Exactly, look what happens. People go over cliffs.
People die.
So the second guy, wait, how does Bond kill him again? Does he throw him over?
Yeah, he just throws him off the cliff.
I thought Bond got thrown off the cliff.
No, Bond almost goes off the cliff, but Bond
okay.
doesn't go off the
But
cliff.
He throws
that would
the
kill
second guy
him.
over. Okay, rather than jumping up after being knocked out, stay laying on the floor for a bit longer until like Bond's got his back completely turned to you, and then pull out a knife, which you should be carrying, standard henchman equipment.
Yeah, knife, no guns.
And then you're going to stab Bond at the base of the spine, paralysing him, so you can take him back to Blofeld, paralysed.
Why would you take him back to Blofeld?
Because Blofeld would have fun with that.
What, with a Bond
Paralysed
with no legs?
Bond. Yeah.
Why doesn't Blofeld do that in the first place? Why doesn't Blofeld tie him to a chair?
Let's just kill him.
Exactly.
Done.
Well,
Screw you, Blofeld. You keep messing up. I have no sympathy for you and your base is being destroyed.
Yeah, no. Terrible Blofeld.
What would you do?
Okay, yeah, the first guy, he goes a bit gung-ho, doesn't he? He's a bit too enthusiastic with the ski jump. So, well, if it was me, personally, and I was working for Blofeld, I've never been skiing before, so I probably wouldn't get down the hill.
Do you think he moved his base there and then the henchmen learnt to ski, or do you think the henchmen had to be able to ski before they could apply? How do henchmen start working for Blofeld?
I don't know.
Like, did they just hear it through like the criminal underground? They're like, oh yeah, I want to get in on a big villain.
Yeah.
Or do you go to like the job seekers?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe it depends on how desperate he is for people.
Yeah, it's true. I wonder how easy it is to recruit people with a criminal empire, like something like Blofeld's with like world domination.
I don't know.
Because to be honest, if I was offered a place at a criminal empire that was going to dominate the world, I'd probably laugh.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this isn't going to work, lads.
Someone comes to recruit you for Spectre, you just laugh in their face.
I'd be like, yeah, this isn't happening. Nah, I'm out.
Okay, we've told you we're recruiting now. Now we have to kill you. Oh wait, shit.
Oh, in that case, then did I say no? I meant yes, of course.
I'll take the job. Yeah, first guy's a bit too enthusiastic. Second guy, Maybe if he'd just played dead, Bond would have just taken his skis and left him, and then he could have gotten up and just gone back.
But would Blofeld have killed him for failing?
Not if he lied and went, I fought Bond and nearly killed him. But this guy that skied off a cliff distracted me. So blame it on the guy that's skied off a cliff. Blofeld wouldn't know. And if he wanted to get punishment for the guy that ruined it, he's already dead. Tiny
Let
white
Bond
lie.
go and pack up your things and leave. Call it a day, quit your job,
Fake your death.
and off you trot.
Okay. But would he be able to get a reference from Blofeld for a new job that he applied for?
Don't get a new job.
Well-
Just go to the Caribbean and fish and live there. You don't need to get a reference to go fishing.
No.
And then you can sell your fish. No one's going to question it in the Caribbean. Just make a fish stall.
Just make a fish store.
Yeah, and sell your fish on the sandy beaches. And think back to what happened on that mountain. Every time you slice a fish open, think of how lucky you are.
To be alive, that you weren't thrown off a cliff by
Exactly.
Bond.
Oh, wait, no. You fucked up and tried to fight him again. He's obviously got superior fighting skills to you.
Yeah.
So why re-engage?
I don't know. No. It's,
I'd be a
only he
henchman.
could answer this question. Or
Or get him on the phone.
Well, he's...
We take live calls now to the show, so let's get him on the line.
Okay. So Bond escapes the initial chase because Tracy shows up, and there's a driving chase, and nobody's really killed in that. But there are a few crashes and things, and all hell breaks loose. Then they basically hide out for a little bit, and then the next day they're caught up by Blofeld, and he's brought more skiing people with him. So another ski chase happens. This one, a henchman, they jump over a bobsleigh course, which the slide.
I remember that, yeah.
But Bond makes it, but one of the henchmen that is following him doesn't make it, and it's a road that they jump over. The bobsleigh thing comes later. Remember the bobsleigh thing. We'll come back to that.
I will remember the bobsleigh
Okay, so he
thing.
jumps over a road, and there's a snow cleany thing that's cleaning the roads coming towards him, and he falls off the skis, doesn't make the jump, and is run over by this thing and turned into red snow, and he's splurted out everywhere.
Fantastic.
And Bond quips, he had a lot of guts.
Really, Bond?
Yeah. Could you think of a better quip?
Your
grit now, sunshine.
What nationality are the henchmen?
I don't know.
So it could be something like a red Russian, depending what their nationality was.
Yeah. I can't think of a quip.
Nah.
Never eat red snow.
Oh, brutal. It's quite simple. This henchman should have taken a leaf from the henchman from the, as you put it, was a bit gun-ho.
Yeah.
Put some more effort into it. You would have cleared
and
that
made
easy.
the jump.
Yeah.
If they'd
Basically,
swapped
swap
roles...
those henchmen, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been okay. Bond would be dead right now.
Yeah, because then Bond would have had to take on two henchmen on the cliff face, wouldn't he? And I'm sure they could just pick him up, leg and a wing him over the cliff. And just swing him over. Yeah.
That's quite simple.
So swap them henchmen.
Yeah, piece of this. What would you do?
No, I'd agree with that. Or roll out the way. Or ski so you're behind the snow cleaning thing.
What does he do? He lands on the road and he stays laying on the road while it's coming towards him.
Yeah.
Yeah, move out of the way then!
Yeah. Or move so you jump behind it. So you're not in front of it. Or the guy driving the thing probably doesn't have a license to be operating one of those heavy machinery things.
How do you know?
Well, he doesn't stop, does he?
Oh, does he not?
Well, no, he just drives over.
Does he really? And keeps going?
Yeah.
And this isn't a henchman driving it?
No, this is just a member of the public.
Wow, what the...
He's fired.
Yeah.
He's fired from his job.
You just murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
Or maybe he tries to brake, but because it's slippery, it just keeps rolling.
Into it, yeah.
But no, I think that guy was just angry with his work.
Wow.
Just went, I'm going to give him a reason to fire me.
Yeah, and a reason to go to prison. Holy crap, that was... I thought it was like a henchman or something.
No, it's a member of the public.
It was his day off.
Yeah, no, that guy was having a bad day. Yeah. Ooh. He's going to prison.
Yeah, he's going to prison.
Yeah. Any more thoughts on a quip that's better than that?
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head.
No. Never mind. We'll come back to quips. Maybe not. No, not.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. We're gonna come back to him. Don't worry.
Okay, next death. It's Blofeld again. It's the same ski chase, so they've been chasing Bond. There's a lot of ski chases in this.
I have noticed, yes.
Yeah, so they're still chasing Bond. Blofeld stops, tells a few of his men to chase after Bond, and then Blofeld starts an avalanche that wipes out and
I
kills
remember
his
this
henchmen.
scene, yeah, I remember that.
So,
What a dick.
Yeah, why waste a good henchman?
Why don't you just start the avalanche?
Exactly.
Because
You don't have to send people to keep chasing Bond.
I
Just start the avalanche.
Essentially, what you're hoping is your henchman will catch up with Bond and detain him and hold him still long enough for the avalanche to then hit and kill him.
Yeah, that's what it
Doesn't make
sounds
any
like.
sense.
I know.
Because once your henchmen get him, why don't they just kill him?
Yeah.
Or why don't you set the avalanche down on its own?
Yeah.
Or
And
why
not
don't you
send
get
your
it your
henchmen.
fat ass and you go down there on your own and give the henchman a day off? Do you get a
But
day
he's
off working for Spectre?
Probably not.
Can you get a holiday? Do you get paid leave?
I don't know.
You must be able to. It's a job, isn't it?
I know, but it's an illegal job. But yeah, no, he's been chasing them. Just start the avalanche and don't send your guys there. Because the avalanche takes out Bond. I mean, it doesn't kill him, but it hides him. And basically, the surviving henchmen take Tracy away back up to Blofeld's evil lair.
Why?
I don't know.
Why not just execute her then? Send a clear message to Bond, slit her throat open, and spray
Well,
the blood.
they think Bond's dead, but they don't find his body.
Well, then
Or-
he's not dead, is he? That's a general rule of thumb.
Well, they just
if you're trying to
assume-
kill someone and you can't find the body after you think they've died, they are not dead.
I think they just assume he's dead because he's buried under a lot
Why
of
would you
snow.
assume such a thing?
I don't know.
Oh, this is making me angry.
I know.
Screw an avalanche, invest your money better, and get a couple of helicopters out who could have followed him down quite easily and just shot him.
Yeah, why does Blofeld... He has a helicopter pad, and Bond is taken up to the base in a helicopter, so why doesn't he use the helicopter?
There you go. Although we're meant to be looking at how a henchman to survive, aren't we? So the
Yeah,
avalanche
just
is
say
chasing
no,
you.
Blofeld, because
Well-
I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to start an avalanche, and we're going to
I've seen the
die.
plans. You're laughing about it earlier. One of the
Yeah.
other guys, you dick.
You said this would be a great idea.
I think what I might do is once I realised the avalanche was coming down, I would stop chasing Bond and just ski off to the side and just try to escape.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
then
what...
quit and go to the Caribbean again. It's my go-to place when I quit the evil empires.
Caribbean, yeah.
What would you do?
Yeah, ski away. Just as far away as I could.
Do they, when the avalanche is coming, do they still continue to chase Bond? Because that's dedication. If they
No,
do.
I think they realise, and I think everyone tries to just ski away from the avalanche. But,
Wow.
yeah. That's a dick move on Blofeld's
That's a
part.
dick move, yeah.
It is. Okay, so Blofeld's got Tracy. He thinks Bond is dead. Bond makes a deal with Draco to attack Blofeld's base with helicopters. So Draco uses his criminal connections to hire some helicopters, takes a few of his mates with him, and attack Blofeld's base on the mountain to rescue Tracy. Okay, so a lot of people are shot during this attack, but there's one guy that Tracy kills while she's trying to escape. She gets into a fight with this henchman and pushes him onto... It's meant to be like an art display on the wall, like modern art, but it's just a panel of spikes. That's all it is. Just on the wall.
That's art, I suppose.
She pushes him into that and he dies.
Okay. Does
But
he have
that
a
is-
gun? Has he got any weapons or anything?
I don't know. I think it's just a fist fight.
How does... Alright.
But how is a bunch of spikes art?
The same way you say about that, there's an award, I cannot remember what they call it, that's given out to artists every year for their for unique pieces of art. And there's a woman that won it either this year or last year, and her art was titled Unkept Bed.
Oh,
And it
that was
a
ages ago.
Exactly.
This is quite famous. I don't know what prize it got.
No,
But yeah, no,
I know, but
I-
it was just a messy bed that
Yeah.
hadn't been made. But so, art can be anything. Anybody can look at a bit and call it art.
including a panel of spikes.
Yes. Somewhere in the world, someone will say that is art. You know, it expresses the danger that is so close to us at all times.
It is if you get pushed into it.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous if you get pushed into it.
I have heard that, yes.
Yes. Well, it happened here.
Oh, I know.
Tracy killed the
Do you reckon
man.
henchmen get like life insurance?
No,
Or would it be too
probably.
much?
It'll be too
It would be
expensive.
way too
Yeah.
much.
I don't think they'd cover you. What do you do? I work for Blofeld. Sorry, we don't
Oh,
cover
hell
you.
no. It's like a 95% chance you're going to be killed by your own boss. We're
Yeah.
not giving you any life insurance.
Is this another case of evil lairs being designed poorly?
Yeah, it is
'Cause-
sort of, isn't it?
It's a fair enough building. It's not in a volcano or anywhere dangerous. Well, it's on top of a mountain, so you might fall off off a balcony or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But just randomly having spikes as artwork, that's...
Yeah, what he should have taken a note of the Kingpins, or Kingpin.
Kingpins. We've been through
book.
this where you can't say kingpin. Kingping.
Kingping. Kingping.
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Right.
Book.
And just
And
had
to
a
have a-
panel of white
Yeah, a
Rabbit
painting of
caught.
what was a...
rabbit caught in a snowstorm. Yeah.
Which is not a rabbit caught in a bloody snowstorm, I'll have you know. It's just a portrait with a different shade of white on it compared to the rest of the wall.
This show's gone very artsy. All of a sudden, I don't like
I
it.
know, but you have art like that and everything's going to be okay. Okay?
Because no one's ever been impaled on a white canvas before.
Not yet, but it probably will happen.
I'm sure Blofeld would put it at an angle so the points of the square
Yeah, what a
are
dick.
pointing out.
Yeah, we did it on purpose. Do you think he intended somebody to fall on it? He was like, someone's going to get stabbed on this and it's going to be good.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
He was secretly planning that.
How much do you reckon he paid for it?
Oh, a lot.
I reckon he went to the
probably.
millions.
Yeah. Someone probably said, oh, like you said, did some artsy-fartsy stuff. It represents danger. Blofeld's like, yeah, I like danger.
But it doesn't. It's just some spikes on a wall. All right, if I had put spikes on my wall and the police saw it, okay, I'd get into a load of shit.
Yeah, they would probably take that piece of art away from you.
I don't think I could
rather
deem it as
quickly.
art.
No. All right. This is the end bit.
Wait,
This is-
how did we say about this? Did we explain how did the person to survive this? Was it just we
Just take it down.
We just got angry at the art
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of art and didn't explain anything about the person surviving.
Okay. As soon as Tracy gets loose, just run away.
No, you don't run away.
Because she's quite kick-ass. I think she takes someone out before she takes this guy out.
Oh, she's a bit street fighter, fighty dirty.
Well,
isn't
she's
she?
grown up
Fighty dirty,
in-
what the fuck, dirty fighter.
Well, she's grown up with Draco,
Oh,
who's
yeah,
a
I
criminal, so
suppose
she knows her stuff.
Have a knife or a gun, keep it on you at all times. The prisoners are escaping, round them up. No, boom, boom,
It's just
boom, boom,
one
dead,
prisoner.
done. Exactly. So just shoot her, just
Or take the
Why?
art off the wall and use
impale
that.
her with it. It might be heavy.
Although maybe he doesn't realise it's behind him.
Throw her onto it. Be a judo master and use her weight against her and throw her onto the wall.
Just be stronger. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's bigger than the guy that she's trying to fight. Because judo, you normally... Because if they're a bigger opponent...
Yeah, you're meant to have the advantage or whatever.
Yeah. But no, she's smaller.
Where are the other henchmen? Are they all
I think they're
fighting
all
Draco's
busy
men?
being
Why
shot
are
out
you the
by
one
Draco's
sucker
men.
that has to go after the girl that's going to
Well, he's the one
you?
guarding her.
Well,
Not very well.
Right, yeah, I'm angry.
Can
yeah,
we move on?
Move on.
Okay. Right, Blofeld's big showdown with Bond is basically a bobsleigh race.
Marvellous.
Blofeld escapes from the helicopter shootout and escapes down the mountain on a bobsleigh, and Bond follows on a different bobsleigh. Right, during this chase, they're shooting each other. Bobsleigh tracks are basically one narrow, like, corridor slide thing. So
Yeah.
all he has to do is shoot behind him. But they miss. Both of them miss their shots.
Was
I don't
I
know whether it's
Star
'cause
Wars
it's-
just before.
Yeah, they're terrible aim, but it should be fairly simple to hit them. And for some reason, they're bulletproof, but I wouldn't imagine a real bobsleigh would be bulletproof because it'd
No,
have
I
to be
can't
quite
imagine it.
light.
Wait, where did Bond get the bobsleigh wrong?
It's just like in a little shack.
Yeah, but is it something Blofeld already owned? Like, did he?
I think they just stole them.
How has bulletproof bobsleighs?
I know. So I'm calling bullshit on that. Also, Blofeld throws a grenade at Bond that blows up his bobsleigh, but Bond isn't killed. I mean, he's on the bobsleigh and it blows up. He should be dead. But he is thrown off the bobsleigh course onto some snow. He does a roll and immediately starts running after Blofeld.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bond should have been killed by that explosion, which...
Yes, he should have, yes.
But instead, Bond...
But you forget, my good friend, as well as being bulletproof, the new bobsleigh 2999 is also bomb-proof. Protect your family and friends in this marvellous piece of equipment.
Bobsleighing is really dangerous.
It is now, yeah. They've now got death slaying out.
Alright, so Bond does a roll and carries on running, jumps onto Blofeld's bobsleigh, and they have a fist fight.
Yeah.
Blofeld gets the upper hand and is pummeling George Lazenby until a low-hanging branch takes Blofeld off.
Takes him out, yeah.
And Bond skids to a stop at the end of the bobsleigh course, and then a St. Bernard dog comes up. They're big shaggy dogs, and they've usually got like a tankard of whiskey or something. And Bond goes, "Where's the whiskey?"
Why would they have one of them?
I don't know. It's just to like warm you up, whiskey.
But it wouldn't warm you up.
I don't know. It's
alcohol thins the blood. It'd make you colder, if anything.
But whiskey gives you a warm glow.
Yeah, it'd make you feel warm, but really you're getting colder.
But the dog is there. Blofeld's hanging on a tree. Blofeld's not taken into custody. It just cuts from that to Bond making a quip about a dog to Bond getting married to Tracy.
Isn't she then killed afterwards?
Yes, and we'll get onto that.
Excellent.
So Blofeld he's just left hanging on that tree? Does Bond arrest him? Does Bond think he's dead?
It's not a death, is it?
No.
What I want to know is, why is there a low-hanging branch over a bobsleigh course?
Exactly.
That is a serious breach of health and safety. Okay? A serious breach.
If you're a bobsleigh maintenance person, you would not let that.
You have seriously fucked up.
Or maybe it's off-season. Maybe they've just had the Winter Olympics or something. Well, no. 69? Was there Winter Olympics in 69?
I honestly have no idea.
So maybe he's just taken a weekend off and this branch has grown a little too long.
That's a fast-growing branch.
I know,
if you had the weekend off and it grew out over the court, right? That's bad maintenance. Serious health and safety. I would not. I personally, I would not. Oh, that's why the bobsleighs are so reinforced.
To avoid low-hanging branches.
So when I smash
but
into
it's nowhere
them, they go
near the bobsleigh. It's only because Blofeld's on top of Bond punching him.
Didn't follow the correct safety procedures.
Exactly.
Then you have your own self to blame. But still, I don't think the branch should be there.
No, it definitely shouldn't. And it's lucky because otherwise Bond would have been pummeled by Blofeld.
Yeah, it had a very different ending.
Yeah.
See, I don't think Blofeld obviously didn't die.
No, because he comes back. But yeah, what does Bond just leave Blofeld hanging there?
After he makes the quip about the whiskey, the dog attacks him,
and
he's fighting a dog. Blofeld escapes while Bond's fighting the dog off. Yeah,
that's a fair explanation.
What do you reckon?
Because there's no explanation given. It's just a cut, and Bond is suddenly getting married.
You imagine that Bond walks off and he gets back to MI6, and M's like,
"Where's Blofeld?"
Oh
shit! I knew I forgot something.
A dog started humping my leg.
Yeah, a dog tried to attack me.
I reckon he doesn't write reports.
No,
he blatantly doesn't. He's like, I've done too much wrong here. I cannot log this down.
And most of the reports he does right. So their secret base was in a volcano. Yes. And it blew up. Yes.
Yes. How did it blow up?
Were you really on this assignment? Yes, I was. He just makes shit up to make it look
funny moment. You've never killed anybody. How you got 00 status is beyond us. Those two people who were killed in Casino Royale were just his friends faking it. Yeah. So he could get a 00 status.
It's just a story he tells, and it's like, oh, you really drowned someone in a sink, yeah? You can go and play cards and...
Excellent. Then he goes back to his day job in the potato factory.
Yeah. The potato factory?
Yes, Bond's an avid potato enthusiast. His name's actually James Potato Swan.
You couldn't think of a potato pun, could you?
No. I feel
It's
ashamed.
Right. There are very few potato puns.
I know, it was quite a difficult one to do on the spot.
Right. Shall we get on to Tracy's death then?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so the cut happens. Bond gets married to Tracy, and they go off on their honeymoon, but their car is all covered in pretty flowers. And then a bunch of teenagers drive past and shout at them, "Oh, you look like a florist. Oh, you look like you're advertising flowers." And Bond goes, "Oh, okay." Stops the car and takes some of the flowers off. But at this point, Blofeld drives by and shoots at Bond and Tracy, and one of the bullets hits Tracy and she's killed. So Bond is taunted into stopping by some kids, which causes Tracy to die. Were the kids sent by Blofeld to distract him?
Yeah, they could have been, actually. That's a good idea. Okay. Several things. How was Blofeld able to get that close to a wedding of an MI6 agent that he had fought?
Well, they've driven off, so they're away from the main
okay.
party. But
second, Bond, you're driving a car, standard procedure, bulletproof. Blofeld had bulletproof bobsleds.
But it's like a wedding car.
Well, I don't
care.
Also,
Blofeld's driving and he's got like a neck brace on, so he can't turn his head properly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's funny.
I would have... If I was Bond, I don't care what vehicle I was getting. If I was just getting a taxi down the road, I'd have one specifically designed from MI6 to be bulletproof. To be bulletproof all the time. Like, especially if I was getting married, I would be scared. I would be very paranoid about being targeted and scared. So I would request bulletproof
especially
vehicles.
Since you've just let your biggest bad guy go.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be
you
very
fucked
scared.
up on that.
He
So.
would want revenge, wouldn't he? Would Blofeld.
Yes.
Clearly.
Obviously.
And what better way to do it than crash a wedding?
Maybe what Bond should have done is when the kids taunted him, he should have spun the car on and driven after them, and Blofeld would have turned up and like, oh shit, where are they gone?
No, yeah, instead of stopping, chased after the kids and run them off the road.
Exactly.
But there's no reason to stop. He's just literally taunted into stopping.
Yeah, just shows. See, now if he was fine with it, he could just kept driving. Be like, oh, the flowers don't matter, do they?
No.
But now
it's a happy occasion.
His ego gets in his way, and he's like, oh god, I can't be made to look like a
an idiot.
florist.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Gets down and has to take the flowers off.
Yeah. But
Dick.
that scene is good because then George is like holding her head and he's very sad, and then a policeman comes on. So that if that policeman had been quicker, then he could have driven after Blofeld.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck, man? Where have you been? Did he hear the gun? Is that why? Did he come because of the gunshots, or was he just patrolling?
Maybe I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Interesting. What would have I would have definitely had some bulletproof vests, and I would have given one to her as well.
Well, Bond doesn't notice that she's been bulletproof vest in a wedding dress. That would clash horribly.
I don't care. Safety first.
But no, Bond doesn't realise that she's been shot. He gets back in the car and he's like, oh, we can go after him and chase him. And then he realises that she's been shot.
Oh, so you don't even notice. So if
not until he gets
earlier,
back in the car.
If you'd noticed earlier, you could have done something. You could have saved the man.
No, I think she's dead almost instantly, but yeah.
That's
the one scene that makes this film bearable.
Someone being murdered.
No, it's a good scene. And it gives depth to Bond, because it comes back in one of the Roger Moore films. Bond goes to Tracy's grave. So, yeah. Alright, so that was George Lazenby's run as Bond in Her Majesty's Secret Service. So,
woo, Lazenby.
Yeah. Well, the next Bond we'll be doing will probably be Roger Moore. I'm not sure when we'll be doing that. Hopefully before Spectre.
Yeah, we want to try and do as many before Spectre.
We might not have time to do them all, but we'll see.
We'll try, won't we?
Or we'll just do them randomly. That's what we seem to do.
Pretty much,
we have no planning or anything. It's very bad. If you want to shout at us for our poor planning of episodes, you can do that. Email us, wecouldssurvivethat@gmail.com, or you can tweet We Could Survive, or you could shout really loudly and we'll probably hear you. Chris, end the show in your usual way.
Thank you, Jay.
Don't ever call me Jay again.
Because James Bond, they use like the letters like M, Q. I was calling you J. Not J-A-Y, just like J.
J-A-Y.
Not as in, I wasn't calling you J as in J-A-Y, I was calling you J, just like your first letter.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
But isn't Jay the Will Smith from Men in Black?
Yes.
Jay's been taken.
All right, fine then. You're H. For your last name.
Hugo.
Here you go. Right then. Well, you have been listening... No, hang on. That's not how I normally start this.
How do you normally?
I don't know.
You just make this shit up as you go anyway.
Oh, that's it. You have been listening to...
See, that's what you said before.
Is it? Oh, no. Well, thank you for listening to Week at Week. It's so hard. There's too much pressure. All right, let's try another one. All right, you have been listening to We Could Survive That, your weekly survival guide to the movies. We will see you next week. Until then, please keep on surviving. Goodbye.